is a pretty good place. I don't remember. I don't know if I went this way. Wait, hold on. Okay. There's a bloodstained. Oh, hoo. I guess we don't know what this is. Save here. Anomalous object document. No. There's some alarm systems there. Yeah, there. We don't have to listen to the alarms anymore. Okay. SCP-513, a cowbell. Containment class, Euclid. Disruption class, Vlam. Risk class, Caution. SCP-513 is to be suspended in a 1 cubic meter block of gelatin and contained within a soundproof, climate-controlled cell. The gelatin must be inspected daily for any degradation or loss of integrity. An emergency inspection will be carried out immediately following an earthquake, explosion, or sonic event grade 2 or higher. Personnel performing this motherfucker. Whoa. They ganked me, dude. Dude, I was focused on middle lane when I was being fucking ganked by jungle. He was hiding in the bushes. So now I know he's there. And this guy is gonna come for me soon, so... Wait a minute. I have an idea. Ooh. Brain Blast. So when he spawns, right here, I'm gonna walk and he's gonna get zapped by the Tesla gate. He's like, oh, I'm gonna gank you, but little does he know I have a ward. Put a ward down. I can see him. So I need quick saving. And then I'm gonna use my ult. He's gonna get zapped. Prepare to get ulted, you son of a bitch. I placed down my ward. Boom. I'm like the support at middle lane, and he's trying to gank me. But I've got my own jungler. Yeah, fucked. Okay, let's close this one. Okay, let's go back to reading. I don't know where I was. An emergency inspection will be carried out immediately following an earthquake, explosion, or sonic event grade 2 or higher. Personnel performing the inspection are to wear earplugs and active noise-canceling earmuffs at all times while inside SCP-513's cell. Description: physically, SCP-513 is an unremarkable rusty cowbell. No marks or engravings are visible on its surface due to the large amount of corrosion. Attempts to remove the rust chemically or mechanically have no success. Any noise produced by SCP-513 immediately induces strong anxiety in all sentient beings who hear it, regardless of their previous mental status. Exposure victims report feelings of being watched by an unseen entity and present elevated heart rates and blood pressure. Roughly, something redacted after exposure. Exposure victims begin to catch glimpses of SCP-513-1. When opening doors, walking past mirrors, turning their heads, or performing any other actions that result in a sudden change of visual perception. Upon being sighted, SCP-513-1 reportedly turns away and runs out of view before disappearing without a trace. Questioning of bystanders indicates that 513-1 is invisible to those who have not been exposed to 513. Descriptions of 513-1's appearance are largely unreliable. Test subjects are unable to provide complete accounts of sightings due to their exhaustion, degraded mental health, and a disruptive hypervigilance. However, all interrogations thus far indicate that SCP-513-1 is a tall, emaciated humanoid with abnormally large hands. Okay. Good to know. So, let's quick save. Well, this is where the cowbell is. Can't enter. Okay, this thing is like trying to pull me down. What is this hand supposed to do for me? Because I can't use it on this. This. Oh, another one of these generators. I don't know if this is actually doing anything, but turning it on. I don't think I've actually... Yeah, what's up, my dude? Ooh. Let's quick save here. There's just a hole in the wall. Lock myself in here. All personnel using SCP-1162 ARC are to have at least one non-essential item in their possession. Personnel who have handled small SCP objects such as SCP-035 are prohibited from using SCP-1162 ARC. Hold up. Drop this boundary. Okay. SCP-1162 ARC, a hole in the wall. SCP-1162 ARC is currently contained in a standard 5 by 5 meter chamber at site where we are. 1162 ARC must be activated at least once weekly to prevent a containment breach. If it is not activated, it will randomly shift to locations. 1162 is currently a hole in a cinder block wall of Containment Chamber 4 at site where we are. It is measured approximately 14.5 meters across and has a variable depth which changes based on the current user. A portion of cinder block is currently visible through the hole. However, no light source has been able to illuminate any portion of the interior beyond that. The hole always appears to be dark. 1162 ARC is activated when a sentient being reaches into the hole to the depth that the girth of their arm allows, at which point their fingers touch a solid surface similar in feel to the current location of SCP-1162 ARC, and they discover an item small enough to fit through the hole below their fingertips. These items have sometimes been recognized as something the user has lost or was searching for at some point during their lives. However, upon retrieval of the item, another item will vanish from the person of subject. In addition, any object placed into 1162 ARC will disappear as soon as it is no longer in contact with the person. If SCP-1162 ARC is not activated at least once every 62 hours, 168 hours, it will randomly shift locations to another stone, concrete, or brick wall or floor within a radius not yet shown to exceed 2,000 kilometers. The previous hole remains but shown no abnormal properties. Attempts to destroy a 1162 ARC or view it from behind have caused an immediate shift in location, regardless of this time since the last shift. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, so I get something if I, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop everything. Because I don't, it says it's gonna take something. So I wanna make sure I don't lose anything. Let's grab the gas mask. That's scaring the shit out of me, dude. I don't think it's actually working. Here, we'll get a little experimental. Let me just adjust my inventory again. Okay, whatever. Dude, it's pretty chill. Just gonna watch. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god, I'm deaf now. Jesus Christ. That scared the fuck out of me, dude. Oops. Loose lips, loose skips. Maintain OPSEC. You never know who's listening. Storage room. Oh, I'm gonna have a field day in here. What's this? Ooh. Dude, I was just about to start fucking doing shit and you're coming here and ruining my fucking day. Wait a minute. Prepare to get ganked by my jungler again. Get ganked. Get absolutely ganked, you piece of shit. Okay. That penny's probably an SCP. A penny that always lands on heads. I think that's just a weighted penny. Playing card. We'll drop the playing card. Hold up. I have a feeling if I pick up this flamingo... Wait, autosave is canceled. That's not a duck, that's a goddamn flamingo. Alright, let's read this first. Log of anomalous items. Date recovered, location of recovery. An unbreakable lamp. Temporarily stored at storage facility. Okay. The penny which, when flipped, will always land heads up. Okay. IKEA brand clock that seems to disappear and reappear every second. Okay. A rubber flamingo that makes people believe it's a rubber duck. Okay. That makes sense now. What's with the playing card? Let's read these. SCP-458, the never-ending pizza bugs. Ooh. Containment class, safe. Disruption class, dark. Risk class, notice. SCP-458 is considered safe and therefore is to be stored in the staff cafeteria in the storage locker. Description: SCP-458 is a large-sized pizza box from the pizza chain, data redacted, of their hot and ready variety. Oh, it's Little Caesars? It is made of a simple cardboard measurements and weighs about 20 to 20.49 grams depending on toppings. As a result of the unusual nature of SCP-458, measurements of weight is inconsistent. What makes SCP-458 an oddity is that while appearing to be an ordinary pizza box, when it comes into contact with human hands, it instantaneously replicates within the holder's subconsciously preferred pizza of choice, down to the favorite sauce, cheese, crust, and toppings. It is not limited to the redacted brand as pizza from all major pizza chains, as well as local and even handmade pizzas have been produced. There seems to be no limit to its ability except that it cannot make anything but pizza, and its toppings must be edible by normal human standards. The pizza is also rather indestructible, as all tests to destroy or dismantle the box have proven ineffective. It is assumed the box is semi-sentient, having at least enough telepathic or empathetic ability to sense what the holder's personal choice regarding the pizza are. After constant tests showed SCP-458's seemingly infinite power to generate pizza, but with a little other use, it has henceforth been placed inside the staff cafeteria for free use by personnel. After its open usage has been allowed, personnel morale has shown to have sharply increased. So free pizza. Any pizza you want at any time. You just gotta touch the box. That's really sick. Alright. SCP-966, Sleep Killer. Containment class, Euclid. Disruption class, Vlam. Risk class, Warning. Description: SCP-966 are predatory creatures that resemble hairless, degraded humanoids, possessing an elongated face with a mouth lined with needle-like teeth. On each hand, they have 5 claws that can be up to 20 centimeters long. Although sharp, these are easily broken, making them unfit for combat. SCP-966 heights range from 1.4 to 1.6 meters, and they can reach up to 30 kilograms in weight. Physically, 966 are weak, possessing hollow bones and low muscular density. They do not seem to rest through sleep. Instead, they will randomly cease all movement at seemingly random intervals of time, resuming normal activity 3 to 5 minutes later. SCP-966 are visually only at wavelength range from 700 nm to about 900 nm. This applies to all SCP-966's tissues. 966 feeds on other medium to large size animals, including humans. They hunt either alone or in pairs. Their hunting methods consist of emitting a single burst of previously known untype of wave which permanently inhibits the ability of the affected creature to enter any of the NREM or REM sleep stages. The ability to micro-sleep is also lost. These waves also induce fatigue, reduce motor activity, and instill in victims a sense of desire to sleep without rendering sleep entirely impossible. While instances of SCP-966 are found all over the world, since their discovery in 19-something, the Foundation has succeeded in greatly thinning their numbers, though they are still found in large quantities in many countries, particularly blank and blank. Okay. So a creature that doesn't let you sleep. I'm gonna move over here, because there's noise in that other room. SCP-1025, Encyclopedia of Diseases, Containment Class, Safe, Disruption Class, VLAM, Risk Class, Warning. Special Containment Procedures, and then it's crossed off. Personnel are forbidden from interacting with SCP-1025 without Level 3 clearance, and only Class D personnel interacting with SCP-1025 are to keep the book facing away and nearby Foundation personnel to avoid secondhand exposure. Further research requires O5 approval. Description: SCP-1025 is a hardcover book, approximately 1,500 pages long. The front cover and spine feature the title Encyclopedia of Common Diseases. The publisher's page indicates the book was printed in 19-something by something press. No other copies of a book with that title and publisher have been found, and no record of the publisher exists. Readers of the book seem to exhibit symptoms of any disease they read about. The effect can take between something and something to manifest. Excerpts from the test log. Subjects D class. Test. Subject read entry entitled Common Cold. Subject observed for some time afterward. Results: subject exhibited cough within something, and when asked, claimed they feel slightly achy, though he attributes this to uncomfortable sleeping arrangements. Subject D class. Test. Subject reads entry entitled Chickenpox. Subject observed for a certain amount of time. Result: over the course of time, subject observed to scratch at no fewer than 5 spots on her body repeatedly. Subject's medical history indicates that she had contracted chickenpox at age 8. Possible evidence the item can override natural immunities noted. Okay. So even if you're immune, it seems like the book will make you immune. SCP-85, Hand-Drawn Cassie. Containment Class, Safe. Disruption Class, Dark. Risk Class, Notice. Special Containment Procedures. Revised on sometime. SCP-085 is to be contained in a single chalk white bond drawing pad in a secure containment facility. Supervised contact with SCP-085 is unrestricted to all personnel with Level 2 access. All personnel coming into contact with SCP-085 are subject to searches and random psychic analysis upon entering or leaving the contaminated area. 085 prefers to be called Cassie. She is completely sentient and, as of time, aware of her 2D form and her limitations in a 3-dimensional world. Although her voice is inaudible, she has learned to communicate with SCP Foundation personnel through sign language and writing. SCP-085 may be communicated with by writing text on the paper she exists on. Personnel report that she is amicable and motivated, albeit lonely. 085 can interact with any drawn object on the page as if it were real. For example, she is able to wear drawn clothing, drive sketched cars, and drink painted beverages, except for animals and people. Any drawn objects becomes animated when in contact with 085, but immediately ceases and holds position once out of contact. Artwork initially depicts as in motion, such as ocean waves and swaying trees animate to an equilibrium state and stay at rest until acted upon by 085. SCP-085 also has demonstrated the ability to transfer from one sheet or image to another, as long as the two are flush. In the event 085 enters a picture that does not support drawn objects such as a repeating pattern, the picture is converted to a background image. SCP-085 perceives the picture as an endless plane of the image drawn upon it. And we're getting attacked by this dude, but it's fine because this is here. Prepare to be ganked by Laser Coon. Oh, fuck. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Hey, whatever. That gives me more time to read. We're here. Log of anomalous ducks. Ducks, okay. Yellow duck. Description. Identical to non-anomalous rubber ducks in design and composition. However, when left unattended in a room, item will appear in a location different from where it was originally placed. Current status. Located within one of the entrance zone offices, serves decorative and recreational purposes. White duck. Duck description. Object has the appearance of a duck wearing a sheet similar to a simple Halloween ghost costume. Duck has been observed to float 8 to 5 centimeters above solid and liquid surfaces. Current status, ? Previously stored in one of the storage areas within the light containment zone. However, the item has since been stolen. Investigation of the incident is ongoing. I mean, that's pretty cool. I would take it too. Saxophone duck. Duck description. Object appears to be a duck with a small saxophone which has been observed to play at random intervals, emitting a single drawn-out note followed by a series of melodical unrelated notes. Current status. Currently located on the three-way gas catwalk within the heavy containment zone. Serves decorative purposes. Orange healing duck. Duck description. While duck does not appear to possess any clinically significant healing or pain-killing properties, if held by a subject suffering from minor or significant injuries, subject will subsequently find injured areas covered with a proportionate number of band-aids regardless of the nature of the wound. Status. Located in the entrance zone medical base. Serves medical purposes. Oh, free bandages. If you ever get hurt. We're going to use this to hold onto the important papers. People I think I need to keep an eye out for. Battery, another navigation system. Make sure I didn't miss anything here.